back.
We're back. Welcome back for the final of the first Hartford Library tournament for Hartford High School students. Um, who have we got playing here, Gabe?
Um, for the finals, we have Michael versus Josiah. Josiah is white, Michael is black.
And they started out pretty good. Pawns into the center of the board. Knights developing behind those pawns. And Michael just started the first attack in the center of the board, and Jay Zion said, "Let's take it." Michael can take back with his knight, and then Design could take with his knight, and then the queen can still take it. So,
Yes.
but black has other options as well. And black decides, well, you know what? Let's develop the bishop and attack that knight. Both players started with 10 minutes, which is quite a bit of time, but we've seen with the games with in the semifinals and final, or the semifinals, that they both were using almost all that time. So these 10 minutes, they can disappear very, very quickly. I think black is ready to take the pawn in the middle of the board now. Although I would also really like the castle and get that rook to this open file where the king is. And we see another check. And I think we'll probably see another block.
His best bet is to block with the pawn. Right?
Yeah, very good move. Blocking with the pawn and attacking that bishop. And good defense, moving the bishop away from the attack. This position really with these kings and almost no pieces in between them, you should try to get your king away from that as soon as possible. Anytime a queen moves to that file, the enemy, your king, will be in big danger. So I would castle as quickly as possible.
Yes, castle and Josiah should be looking to castle, as well as Michael.
Alright, here we have the queen coming out and attack that knight. So he decided to move it back, which is a pretty good move. He also played it very quickly, so not to lose too much time on that.
Yes.
These kings are still looking like they need to get out of the center files of the board, because there's no more pawns in these two files in the middle of the board, which means if a queen or a rook is going to line up with a king, the king is going to be in danger. So
now, if I'm Michael, I'm looking to develop that bishop and bring it out to pin that knight on the F file. But I really like the move that Josiah made, eliminating the castle on the king side because you cannot castle through check.
Yeah, so the rule is that a king cannot castle through check. So if the king would try to move two squares, it would have to move through that square that the white bishop is attacking. So black is not allowed to castle. Ooh,
Oh.
something just happened very quickly. I think Jezine was ready to check that king, but then didn't expect Michael to move his bishop out to this square, and he's now, they're both missing it. Dangerous moment, but the I think Jezine is playing very quickly, but maybe that's what costing him his queen there. Still, if he manages to find a move like castle queenside and get that rook to the file of the king, alright, he's deciding to try to attack on the king side, the right side of the board, but I don't know. I think the black queen could be a big problem for the white king. If he could maybe line up a rook behind here, so that the king and rook, the queen and rook would be working together along that file, that could be pretty dangerous for the white king.
If I'm Josiah, I'm trying to find a way to push up those pawns and get that bishop back on the king side, so I'm able to pin the king and
You
the
want to
queen.
get this bishop to this diagonal?
Yes, even though that would take a lot of moves, but still.
But I mean, this is how when I play chess, I'm always imagining what would be the best I could ever get. So to spot that this diagonal would be dangerous for the black queen is very important. Even though I might not be able to get there, I mean, at least you can try to look for ways to get there. So these kind of things are extremely important to see as well, even though it might not be possible. Um, I think Michael is doing a great job.
Michael just captured Jazarn's bishop with his queen.
Yeah, he's just he's punishing every mistake that Design just made, and it's going to be hard to come back from that. If Michael keeps playing like this, I think he's a big favorite to win the game.
As I was saying in the last round, Michael's aggressive. Michael stays on top of his opponents. Once he gets that edge, he's going over.
I think you picked the right favorite for the victory. Um, I'm still thinking maybe if you can get these pieces to work together somehow to go after the Black King. But so far, I think you're right. It's looking like Michael's game. He keeps taking things, and now he's attacking a rook and a pawn. So Design just has to go into the defense now. I mean, maybe just stick his rook next to his king and hope to go from there. Alright, this is a pretty good idea. Now he's lining up with the black king, so maybe he can kick this knight and win it, but
Yeah, yep.
um, Michael just keeps taking things. In the end, when you've got nothing left, it's going to be hard to win the game. Um,
Agreed.
I think,
Josiah's pieces are very bunched up in one space. He needs to move them to where the action is going on. He started off the game with a king side attack, but it seems like the table have turned, and now he needs those pieces to protect him, but they're all stuck.
yeah, I think your especially this rook, yeah, is not looking too happy.
Rook, the bishop, the its line is cut off by the its fellow rook. Now it just looks like Zion's on the defending end, just trying to compete with what Michael's giving him.
Yeah, I agree. It's not looking too good for white, but you know, try to hang in there. So
He can put on his time.
when I'm in like huge trouble, when I'm just losing, I've lost too many pieces. I'm never gonna make a comeback. My goal then becomes to lose all my pieces, because if I've only got my king left, then the chances of getting a stalemate where I get trapped without getting checked are going way up, and that's the only chance really to not lose this game. I think at this point for Design, because Michael is just taking everything that he can, and
Now,
if
question: how would you go about losing your pieces without ending up getting checkmated?
I don't know,
You just
I'm
have to
afraid
try your best.
I'm afraid that's going to be not easy. I really like this last move, this knight jumping in. Uh-oh, I see a mate in one.
Yes.
Will Michael see the mate in one? It would end this tournament. It's going to be an exciting finish. Maybe he
Um,
doesn't see it.
Design can bring back that rook to defend it.
Um,
Oh,
well, he still has it. It's black's move. He still has it as an option to move that queen and work together with the knight and create a checkmate. But he didn't see it the first time, so I probably won't see it now. Design is just trying to go after this knight, which he should try to get rid of, because it's a knight and a queen are the most dangerous attacking pair. The queen because it's just so powerful, and the knight because it can never ever be blocked. There's just no way to block an attack by a knight because it jumps and it lands. Um, And I think, yeah, there he goes. He manages to get rid of that knight. He's not out of the woods at all, because this queen and the king is still very dangerous, but at least he's not getting mated immediately. So he said, how would you go about losing all your pieces with white? Well, we're getting closer now. There goes another rook. So now he's got 4 pieces left to lose. So there's a bit of a strange strategy. In chess you think you should never try to lose pieces, but at this point it's White's best chance not to lose. He's not going to win this game with it, but when I play chess, usually my first objective is to not lose the game.
Yes.
The longer I manage to not lose the game, the bigger the chances are I'm going to win the game. What do you think? What's Michael going to do? He just moved his rook up. What does he want with that?
I think Michael is looking to double up on the rooks.
Uh-huh.
Getting that attack on that pawn going, as well as it's being attacked by the queen. He can bring in the queen check, which he does. Double up on the rook, so I like that so far. It's looking like he's going to bring that queen down, drop the rook down, drop the hammer, but it's also being defended by the bishop, so he has to be very careful.
Well,
Hopefully, Nine doesn't miss that.
I think it doesn't matter so much as long as he keeps one rook in the attack and just gives up the other rook to the bishop, he
He'll
should
be
be good.
fine.
But again, White should just take it and then try to lose everything he still has. He's a couple of pieces away. I think it's time for Black to start the final assault. Um,
Yes, put him away, put him out of his misery.
I think that's it actually. I think it's going to be checkmate very soon. He probably has to, yep, there he goes. He goes to the side of the board and trying to hide behind his pawn. But there's so many black pieces attacking, it's going to be hard to defend. Alright, there goes the rook, and there comes the other rook.
Heck, yeah.
I'm guessing he will maybe take this pawn. Yep, the king will move out of the way. I mean, there's
Defending
really,
that
really
F5.
almost no way for black to lose this game. The only way is maybe if he runs out of time, but Michael has shown before that he can play very quickly. So I think more than 2 minutes, that should be enough.
There goes the move I was looking for, the F5 move.
I think it's a very good move. He's attacking
Yep.
the queen, the king, and the king has an ugly choice to make. If he goes up, there's a mate on this square on g4. He goes down, the rook, and he figured let's take the rook as well. Alright, he
That's
needs
what
to
I said
move his
about
pawn.
Michael. Once he's on their head, he's looking for to take everything and leave you with nothing.
How many more moves do you think white will survive? Okay, very good move. He needs to lose this pawn. If he loses that pawn, his chances go up, but Michael is not taking it. That's actually a very good decision. Alright,
Okay, now
now this
let him
pawn
run
has
away
too
with
many
the money.
moves. I think we can almost call the game. It's very close to mate.
He has 2 minutes to get it done.
I I think that should be enough. There's all kinds of ways to try to do it. That's the only problem. Black has many ways to try to win this game. And when you have 100 good choices and one bad, sometimes you'll see that you'll just manage to pick the one that's not good.
Great
Just,
move, eliminating the squares.
alright, there we go. Will he see the mate? I think he will.
There's two options. He has two options. There it goes.
There it goes. Michael is the first winner
Congrats
of
to
the
Michael.
Harvard Library tournament, and I think he's a deserved winner as well. He actually had some trouble in the first 3 rounds, the qualifying rounds, where he lost 2 games, but he managed to make the semis in 4th place, and then the semis and the final he played very well and deserved to win.
Congratulations, Michael.
Um, yeah, I think we're going to see more of these players in the coming weeks, and I'd be curious to see if Design is gonna get his revenge. I think he's gonna get some good chances in the next tournament, and we'll be back to show you those games. Um, if you are a high school student in Hartford at the Hartford Public School and you would like to join the chess club at the Hartford Library, you still can. There's still a lot of places left, and each participant, when they attend all the chess classes each week, the family will get food for a week. Um, on Mondays, and on the chess days you will get chess instruction uh, from Coach Sean and from me. And on Sundays, Gabe and I will look at your games and discuss what we're seeing. And Gabe, how do you feel about this first tournament?
Man, this first tournament was great. I just loved everyone's effort. Like everyone played great, everyone played aggressive, everyone tried their best. Um, I liked the I liked the gameplay that I seen from the three brothers. Um, Michael, congratulations on your win again. You played great all day, being aggressive. Continue to be aggressive. Continue to work on your game. As for my tips for design, just be more careful next time. Not to go too out on the limb because it will come around to bite you. Keep working on your guys' game. Great tournament, great games, and we'll continue it each and every week.
All right. Thank you for tuning in and signing off.